Hi everyone, welcome to your midweek check-in. My name is Erin. If you haven't been here before, welcome and thank you for joining me. I hope that you stick around and see what we're all about, which is essentially reconnecting to our body and hearing what it has to tell us so we can have a channel to our higher power, live our life with some purpose and clarity, and have a whole lot of joy, and maybe make a couple of our dreams come true along the way. So if that sounds like it's for you, then for sure stick around. All right. Now, if you are returning, welcome back and thanks for joining me. I'm very happy to have you here again. Don't forget, everyone, there are chapter markers, so utilize those if you're short on time. And, if you don't want to hear me babble, I understand. Things happen. And the week is flying by anyways. Like, I feel like I have to go at the speed of light here, just trying to catch up with everything and stay on top of stuff. I don't know what happened. It was going so well, and now all of a sudden it's like, whew, and I feel like I gotta be like Flash Gordon or something. So anyway, that's probably just me having to just slow down. And let me know how your week's going. Are you like wondering what the heck's happening and everything's flying by like I am? Let me know. So anyway, midweek check-in. This is for the week of May 3rd, 2021. I could have been shuffling a little bit. Now, I know I have already lit our candle for us today. Just to get us started, I had to do a little meditation, a little prayer to connect with my spiritual team today to give me a helping hand. Of course, I do that every day, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe lighting a candle for him today would do me a little bit of good. So I took over the candle today, but I did say that it was for the highest intentions for all of us, all right? Now, if you want to stop the video and do a few breathing exercises or center yourself to get you all in the zen, whatever you need to do, get vibing, however you need to do it, you can do that. And just meet us back here. I'm going to go ahead and start our reading. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull a few cards. And today I feel that I need to, I'm going to do 3 rows because we're going to see today what message we need to hear most that will help us to understand how to best get through the rest of the week. What message do we need to know? We're going to find out what's blocking us from receiving this message. And then the third row is going to be what can we do to remove those blocks, right? To release them so that we can, in fact, carry out what we need most. We don't know yet. We got to keep going. What do we need? How can we release these blocks? We get this 5 of Roses a lot. We do. So we got the 1 of Roses. Okay, this is the message we need to hear most. It is in reverse, and this says commitment. So we have some commitments. We have some commitment issues, everyone. Imagine that. And we have the 3 of Forces, which is the bird's nest. All right. This is what is blocking us. All right. And then we have the 5 of Roses, the garden right here. This is what we need to do in order to release those blockages. Okay, so for the 1 of Roses, the commitment, like I said, there is some kind of a commitment problem because this is in reverse. And this talks about contracts as well. So there could be some, I don't want to scare anybody or freak anybody out, but sometimes this does have to do with some kind of contract falling through, or maybe a particular commitment falling through. Sometimes it can be on a personal level. Sometimes it can be to do with your job. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to be losing their job or getting a divorce or anything like that right now. This feels more to me like a commitment to ourselves, and that it can be that the commitment to ourselves is not as strong as we need it to be right now, and it's affecting the areas in our life that have to do with contractual type deals like the job and the home and the family and all of that. What's blocking is this Three of Forces, the bird's nest. And this is interesting because this is about like building a strong like home structure, foundation, like new things, creativity, things like that. So maybe to me what's blocking here is maybe the creativity. It seems like it, should be flowing fairly well, but that maybe this lack of commitment, I don't know, maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Is kind of what I'm feeling, to be creative, to make things feel a certain way. And what's lacking is that maybe you're not letting yourself have the kind of commitment that you need to yourself in order to take care. You fill your cup up, right? Have that cup be nice and full. And also, this is another thing that's coming to mind, is to make sure that our partnership, our commitment to spirit, God, universe, divine, matrix, however you resonate with that, is also firm, that you also have a solid standing in that, right? Now, how we can release these blockages is the Five of Roses, the garden. This is about children. You see the little kids having a great time over there, right? So this is about children. So if you don't have children, maybe you're trying to have them. Maybe you'll be getting some children. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Children are good, right? But also this, and if you have children already, this could be maybe spending some more time with them, or they need you a little bit, right? That can also be what's happening here, is maybe the children are feeling a little bit like maybe they're needing a little extra love and attention this week, which, that happens sometimes. So nobody's saying you're a bad parent if you do have children and your kids are feeling like they need a little love, little extra love, because this could be adult children as well. Maybe they need your assistance or advice, or there's something going on in their lives that, maybe you just need to see what's going on with your kids. Call them up if they're adult and moved away, or sit down with them and play a game and ask them how they've been doing, just to kind of round things out, to let yourself have a break. Because I feel like this is just like you've been working really hard, then you've been almost, and the force keeps standing out to me, like you're forcing yourself to create, to be everything to everybody, to just be all of the things that everybody needs, but you're forgetting to take care of yourself in the long term, and to commit, and to make sure that you keep those spiritual practices in place that help keep you grounded, that help keep you feeling whole and one to everything. All right. So it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Now, everything can't be good either. So if there is something going on that is really affecting your life in a way that things are falling apart a little bit here and there in certain areas, like a job, or a husband, or a partnership, or a job or a partnership. Geez, get that out of your mouth. I can't shuffle and speak at the same time, I tell you. It just doesn't work for me. So sorry about that. But if something like that is happening in your life, it's going to be really important. I'm hearing that it's going to be really important for you to make sure you keep those spiritual practices and the self-care practices in place, because you still need to be able to take care of yourself, and that there may be a creative way that this can all, not that everything's going to be all brushed over and it's going to be fine and dandy and everything's going to go back and be peachy keen, but there might be some creative kind, and we're getting the co-create. Okay, so there might be some kind of creative way that comes to you by, just spending your time with your children, making sure that they're well taken care of. And taking care of your children may take some pressure off of you as well, and make you feel, because sometimes when moms and dads, right, when we don't get to spend the kind of time with our kids that we want to, we might feel a little guilty, we might feel a little bit ashamed, like we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Okay, And I'm sure that couldn't be further from the truth. Just spend a little time with your children, adult or not, and reconnect in that way, and give yourself a little bit of a break from trying to be so perfect and do all the things. And spirit will provide, your spirit team will provide a way for you, a creative way, a creative avenue for things to work out the way they need to in the end. So in this first row here of what the message we need to know, again, we have co-create, number 40, in the protection position. I'll hold it up right for you so you can see it. But this is in fact in the protection position now. So this is asking you for a recommitment again to spirit, right? Same thing. So let's get one over here in this row for our blockage row, right? What's blocking us here and now? You got to stay, we want to stay in the present. We don't want to look too far. We don't want to bring up all of the past gunk that we were supposed to have let go of a long time ago, right? And that could be part of the problem with issue with this commitment card in reverse here. This makes me think that they are talking to each other a little bit. We don't want to bring up a lot of past stuff. It's not going to do anybody any good, right? We don't want to look too far into the future either, because the future is not here yet. Your present now is your future, okay? So you need to live in the now, because you can't create if you are not paying attention to what's right in front of you. Again, with this creation card, right? You need to be in the present in order to create what you're trying to do with your life. So let's get one more of these beautiful cards for this last row of what we need to do in order to remove these blocks. And we have Yang in reverse. So Yang is masculine energy that, and everybody has masculine and feminine. It doesn't matter your gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy flowing through us. So this is asking us, and this is also in protection. I'll hold it up right again so you can see it. And this talks about taking action, right? So the feminine side is more gentle, more nurturing, and this is more standing up, taking action. So this to me is saying that maybe we've been using our masculine a little too much and haven't let the feminine side come out because we've been so busy trying to be so much to everyone, right? That we haven't had time to actually let our feminine side out a little bit. And, you know, especially when you're dealing with the kids, right? You want the nurturing, you want the loving, the laughter, the security of not the rules and the structure, but just knowing that you can snuggle up and have some love and some fun and be silly and just have it be like I said, the more nurturing type of connection at this time. All right, so not a bad thing at all, right? And then let's get these last three cards here. So for the first row, the messages that we want to know most about. Let's see what else we're dealing with. Right here. Okay, let two become one. Let two become one. This is interesting. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that for a second. I need to think about that for a minute because this is bringing up some, whoops. And then we got our last two cards too. We have Honor Gaia. All right. And that goes here, number 18. And we have A New Day Dawns. A New Day Dawns. Isn't that the truth? And that's card number 1. All right. Okay, so let two become one. That is two people coming together, okay? And there is a man and a woman on here, which makes me think of a partnership in love, okay? And not that you have to be a man and a woman to have love, right? It doesn't matter what your gender is. This just makes me think of love, all right? Okay, so I don't know why I keep showing it. I just love this card. I have to tell you, it just says so much about this row. Okay, so number 24, let two become one. There's a man and a woman on here, right? And that just makes, and they're holding each other. So I'm just thinking of a partnership. Your loved one, it almost makes me feel kind of like a soulmate, and that there needs to be a coming together. So this could definitely be about something falling through with your partner that you're currently with, whether you're married or not married. But just something has maybe gone awry, but you need to become one. The problem is just that. In some cases, right? The problem could just very well be that they don't feel special. There hasn't been enough time there. We can see that with this row that's happening that we've been discussing, right? Honor, and also we have honor Gaia, number 18. And honor Gaia is to love Mama Earth, to honor her as you would herself. And to me, this also makes me feel that part of the problem is also you have forgotten about where you are at right now too. This makes me think of this here and now card, staying in the present, because it's like still a detachment, right? Like you're not honoring Mother Earth, and you're not honoring yourself, and you're not putting the love out there. And that's part of the problem with this card, and that's why I brought up that card, because that's part of the problem, is the connection is being lost, right? Which we've been discussing. And then a new day dawns, and we have two ones, 1 1, and we have a 1 here too. So 1 1 1. All right, people. Okay. So a new day dawns is just that. A new day will dawn. Let yourself fill your cup. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones, because I feel that you really want to. I feel that's where it's at, right? You really want to take care of your loved ones, but you're so worried about things falling apart if you're not doing everything. That's exactly what's happening. You're bringing that into life. Things are falling apart because that's the way you feel. So give it a break. Try to see if you can not only connect with your children, but also your partner. And I don't feel that that a partner is leaving, or that you want to leave a partner. For some of us, that could be the case. And, sometimes things dissolve, and there's really nothing you can do about it if that's the way things are, how you have decided that they're going to go. But this to me is showing they're still very much in love. They still need each other. They still want to be with each other. They look to be content in each other's arms, like they are one, right? So, and then we have the dragonfly. The dragonfly is on this card as well, and it makes me think of spirituality too. So this is talking a lot about spirituality, and to make sure that, give it, release that, surrender, give it to your higher power there, and see what happens, and see if you can make a reconnection in that way. So yeah, I'm feeling that mostly the commitment seems to be mostly a commitment with yourself. To me, that's what I'm feeling. You have committed yourself to too many things. You have committed yourself to thinking that you have to do it all, and that not only do you have to do it all, but it has to be perfect, and it has to be the way you think that it is with other people around you, and that you have lost sight of where you're going through that you need to step out of that, be more in the present, realize what you have already, and that it's perfect for you, right? And if it's not perfect for you, then of course you need to make some changes. But if it was perfect to you, and you can't figure out why it feels like you need to make changes and it doesn't feel perfect anymore, it could very well be because It's just because you have not spent the time and the energy on making sure that your cup is filled, that your spiritual practices are still in place, and that you have given the time to your family that you really want. I feel like that's what you really want, is just you're working really hard to be able to spend more time with your family, but it's kind of flip-flopping on you. So you just need to make some changes and realize that, and be a little bit more nurturing, be in the here and now. And I think you could really benefit from going and being in nature, and nothing will ground you like sticking your feet in the grass and taking your children with you and hearing them laugh, and while they're playing. Nothing will bring it back to the present more than that, in my opinion. All right, so I don't think that it's a bad reading at all. I think that it is very good reminder of what's important to you and what you really want to have, and that it's okay to take a break, because everything will still be there, right? Everything will still be there. And if it won't, if everything's going to fall apart because you need to take a break, then the structure wasn't right in the first place, right? The structure wasn't correct, and you need to make some changes to make that happen, because you are important, and you are worthy of having your time, your cup to be full, so that you have the time to give to others in every way that you can, to make them your full attention, right? So let's get just a little affirmation card. This is the Universe Has Your Back deck. So let's see, Universe, how do you have our back this week, right? For the rest of the week, how do you have our back? She's gonna make me shuffle. She's like, I don't know yet. I gotta get a good one out for you. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. I get this so much. It says, the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. All right, that's perfect. Like, it's perfect. The universe is always there. It wants to support you and it wants to guide you, but you got to open up. You got to recommit to that, to opening yourself up with your partnership with Spirit or God, or however you resonate, right? You got to open those channels back up to receive, so that you can hear the guidance coming through, so you know what your next step is, to reconnect to that creativity, because you are a creative being, right? You have created your life so far. We are all creators. So that is that. And I think that you will make some good choices. I hope that you are able to take a break, and that you invest in your partnership with your loved ones, and know that because I'm feeling that they really want the best for you, and they are understanding of your position that you're at right now, of how you feel that you need to do it all, because like you're really trying to do something great and wonderful and amazing, but you just need to realize that, Spirit's not going to steer you away from that and just let it go to pieces. You have to also have time to rest and fill your cup and let the inspiration flow through again, and keep your loved ones close at hand and cared for as well. And they will, in turn, also, they want to care for you, right? Let yourself be loved by your loved ones, okay? Because that makes them feel important too, and like they're helping out too by helping you feel good as well, and loved and nurtured. It's okay for you to be nurtured. So that's beautiful. I love it. I'm loving all of it, and I know that you guys will heed the advice and slow down just a little bit. I'm not saying you have to drop everything on a dime, but make a plan. Talk to your partner and make a plan to tell them how you feel. Right? Tell them how you feel. Let them know that you are recognizing what's going on, and that that some things need to be changed, and that if they are willing to help you, which I'm willing to bet they are, that you would love to have their support to make a plan, so that schedules can be changed, things can be moved around, and there can be more time for the love and the caring and the fun, right? You can still go back to all the things that you do. You'll just be better at it because you'll have you'll be recommitted to your co-creating with spirit, and you'll have the love and support of your loved ones behind you, rooting you through and helping care for you, and they'll be there for you. So for you, that's just beautiful. I just love that. All right, everyone, that's all that I have for us for the midweek check-in. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the weekly wellness video, right? Love those. So I'll go ahead and send you guys off with a whole bunch of love. I'll give you big fat hugs, right? You're gonna need it this week. I say that every week. You need it every week. Love is good. We love love. We love love here. So I'll send you off with some loving and healing energy. Let me know in the comments if what you're planning on doing to give yourself a break, right? Let's do that. Put in the comments what you're gonna do to give yourself a break for the rest of the week, okay? And I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Bye for now.